Okay, what's up, folks? Rich Van Tassel with you, giving you the recap of the Super Bowl. The Philadelphia Eagles getting their first Super Bowl victory, 41-33 over the New England Patriots. Nick Foles, 28 of 43, 373 yards, 3 touchdowns, 1 interception. Trey Burton threw a pass. It was a touchdown pass to Nick Foles for 1 yard. With Garrett Blount, 14 of 90, running the ball, 6.4 per rush, 1 touchdown. Jay Ajayi, 9 of 57, 6.3. Nelson Aguilar had a 9-yard run. The team was 27 of 164. That running game has gone completely overlooked the entire season. 27 of 164, 6.1 yards per rush for the Eagles. Corey Clement, 4 receptions, 100 yards, 1 touchdown. Nelson Aguilar, 9 of 84. Elshon Jeffrey, 3 of 73, a touchdown. Zach Ertz, 7 of 67, a touchdown. Nick Foles, the 1-yard touchdown, as we just said. Derek Barnett recovered a fumble that was critical in this game. It was forced by Brandon Graham, who had the only sack. No interceptions. Kenjon Barner, 3 kick returns, 73 yards. Corey Clement, 1 of 25. Jake Elliott, 3 for 3 in his field goals. For the Patriots, Tom Brady. He was very good in this game. A lot of incompletions, but he was throwing the ball a lot, obviously. 28 of 48, 505 yards, 3 touchdowns, no interceptions. Danny Amendola threw a pass to Tom Brady that he dropped, so it was incomplete. James White, 7 of 45, 6.4 per rush, 1 touchdown. Deion Lewis, 9 of 39, 4.3. Rex Burkhead, 3 of 18, 6 yards per rush. Patriots ran the ball well themselves, 22 of 113. Danny Amendola, 8 receptions, 152 yards. Chris Hogan, 6 of 128, a touchdown. Rob Gronkowski, 9 of 116, 2 touchdowns. Rex Burkhead, a 46-yarder. Tom Brady had that fumble that was lost. No sacks. Deron Harmon had an interception. Deion Lewis, 3 kick returns, 45 yards. I'm wondering when that interception must have come earlier in the game. I don't remember Nick Foles throwing a pick, though. I mean, I didn't turn this game on for, I missed the initial part of it, but they were saying no turnovers the whole game, so I'm very confused by that. Deion Lewis, as we said, 3 kick returns, 45 yards. Rex Burkhead had 1 for -1 yard. Stephen Gostkowski, 2 for 3 in his field goals. There were also missed extra points in this game. We got to discuss those 2 calls, obviously, both for the Eagles, both led to touchdowns. Very, very tight. I really don't have any problem. You know what? I'll get into the calls at the end. In this game, look, you could say, and the Eagles did it without Carson Wentz, which they certainly did. I don't think Carson Wentz was going to do anything Nick Foles didn't do in this game. Nick Foles was making all the passes. We talked about that. He would have to make certain plays in this game, and he did. He did more than that. I thought he was only going to have to make 1 or 2 for the Eagles to win. I thought it was going to be close throughout. I thought the Patriots would still win, but he made just a ton of plays. He was converting 3rd downs. He converted a 4th down. That was huge. Made some big passes. Their defense stepped up and got the one play when it needed to, but really it was all about the offense in this game. They were able to just keep putting the pressure on the Patriots. As we talked about when we previewed this game, you looked at it with the case of the Jacksonville Jaguars. The Jaguars maintained the lead basically of 11 points through a lot of that game against the Patriots, but they weren't scoring. It's a big difference when you score and maintain the same level of lead or even less. Philadelphia actually lost this lead than it is when you're just up 11 points and you're just stagnant at that 11-point mark. So I think that was a big difference. Philadelphia able to score. Look, the 2 calls, the first one was, I believe it was Corey Clement's touchdown. That was a tough one. I don't have any problems with these being called touchdowns. I think they should be touchdowns. The problem the NFL runs into is they overanalyze this rule. They look into it to certain points, and then you start questioning what you've believed is a catch all these years. And it's very tough with this one. The second one with Zach Ertz, they called him a runner, which, again, I don't have a problem with, but I've seen plenty of times, Dez Bryant to be specific, where guys are making the moves with the ball, and they're not calling him a runner. Now, the same referee in this one, granted, Rivero makes the decisions in this one. Whatever his name is, Gene Steratore, he was the same guy who was the referee, the head referee with the Dez Bryant catch. So that was a case with Dez Bryant I felt was a runner in that case. And here Zach Ertz why did he become a runner and he's not? Now, look, in both cases, I felt they were runners. I felt Zach Ertz was a runner in this game. And frankly, even if Zach Ertz wasn't running the ball or considered a runner, I still think that should be a touchdown. But that's my personal belief. The rules are the rules. If he wasn't running, clearly it would have been incomplete. The one with Clement is really the one that's very touchy. He obviously didn't get the second foot in. It comes down to when you consider him having possession of the ball. Look, it's a razor's edge. Again, I would lean towards a touchdown, but the NFL, or I'm not the one who's made the standard of we're going to nitpick every single thing. Once that standard was made, I can't give Clement that touchdown in that case. I don't think he possessed the ball. We saw with the Austin Seferian-Jenkins one earlier in this year, they talk about resetting the catch, and that was certainly a case where I don't think he possessed it until even the second foot came out of bounds, and he only had the first foot down. I'm not even sure if he would. I mean, I think it was still moving around a bit before any foot technically got down, but tough calls. I don't know. They're clearly going to change the rule, but give the Eagles credit because they made a ton of plays in this game. They won the game. They had to make plays. They had to get points. They did it every time they needed to, and then they made the one forced fumble on Tom Brady at the end, and they're actually just showing these 2 touchdowns right now. Clearly the Ertz one, it simply comes down to your judge, or you judging whether he was the runner or not. The Clement one, that's very close. That's, the frame by frame thing. But it is what it is. The calls went the Eagles' way, and the Eagles made a ton of plays in this game and certainly are deserving of the victory. All right, so that is it for another NFL season. Thank you all so much. Remember to stay tuned for the weekly NBA report tomorrow as we get more into the NBA now that the NFL season is over, and we appreciate all subscriptions as well. Thank you all so much, and enjoy your evening.